Charlie Fidel from the Post. What does it mean you guys get this win on senior day, and as well as the last home game of the season?
I mean, it means a lot, you know, and our seniors, they do a lot for us, and just to get this last one at home really brought us together. It's going to kick in for the rest of the season.
Logan Hubbs at the Post. 11 steals between the two of you guys. Monica, 7 steals for you, the third highest total in a single game in OU history. How are you guys generating those turnovers, and specifically on entry passes, how are you guys denying the bigs from getting going on Central Michigan?
Just remembering what we did in practice, knowing that we had to be in help, and then really just being in gaps and then just going for the pass.
Big Burker with WAEB. I saw there in the third quarter, guys struggled a little bit there, but in the fourth quarter, you all came back. What was kind of the motivation in that fourth quarter to get back into this one?
I mean, we talked to each other. Coach Bob talked to us. We had to get it together on defense, and defense was the main thing, and it charged our offense, and we got it all together.
You guys got out in transition a lot, needless to say, dominating those 2-and-1 situations. You guys are obviously a young team. Do you like getting out and running in those situations?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we got like the advantage, of course we want to take it, and then all of us can like beat people off the dribble, so we're faster than them. Just take it.
Jay, you had 7 rebounds today, leading the team. How do you, as one of the smaller players in the court, go about getting those rebounds?
I mean, honestly, I just like moving. I like seeing where the ball's going to go. I need to box out more, but, I mean, I just try to go get it.
Any more questions for the players? All right.
I'll have more. You all have 2 games left on the road. What's going to be the motivation kind of getting into those next 2 games and maybe potential back tournament spot?
Really just playing together and sticking to our game plan. You know, we don't do too well away games, so we just know that we need to execute.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Logan Hubbs at the Post. You guys generated 34 points off turnovers, 21 steals total. How do you guys get your hands on the ball in the way that you guys did this game?
I think the players did a good job preparing. Central had a clear height advantage, and we knew they were going to go and try to take advantage of it. And our players, I think this week, Thursday, Friday, and even at walkthrough this morning, were really locked in on understanding the philosophy and what they were trying to do and to put themselves in the right spot. And when you do that, you have a chance to be really disruptive, and tonight they were very disruptive.
Maria Manesi, WAB, last home game of the season and senior day. Just talk about the seniors and the impact that they've had just on this program and this team.
You know, it's always bittersweet. It's they're such a diverse group in that they came from so many different. They got here in many different ways. You know, some of them enrolled early, which is not common in basketball. Kayla went to a 4-year, then a 2-year, then a 4-year. Bangy went to a 4-year, a 4-year, and a 4-year. You know, Ella was with us, then she left to do an 18-month mission. It's really been a very interesting group. And as is usually the case, I think sometimes we learn more than they learn while they're here, and it's been a great group to be around. And not only for their basketball, but for what this group has done off the floor and the way that they've impacted the team has been really special.
Coach, you guys, Jaya McClure with 19 points today, again 50% from the field, as well as 7 rebounds. What can you say about her impact on today's game?
It's a good game. It's nice to have her back and playing well and getting a few games under her belt. And you know, I think she did a good job of picking and choosing her points and her points to attack and when to shoot, when to pass. You know, there's a lot of decisions that go into that, and I think her decision making the last couple of games has been really good. And then defensively, I think she's done a nice job. And you mentioned the 7 rebounds. You know, she's got in there and helping us rebound. And yeah, the rebound deficit's bigger than we wished it would have been, but you know, she made some plays, and along with her, a few of her teammates, that kind of closed it out down the stretch. And those rebounds down the stretch were really important to kind of secure the basketball game.
Facebook at WAB. You guys secured this win. You have 2 more games left on the road. How important is these next 2 games come to you with a potential spot in the MAC tournament potentially coming in your guys' direction?
Very important. Certainly, getting to Cleveland is something that's very important to us. Something that we certainly want to do, want to be a part of. But we also want to, if we're fortunate enough to go, we want to go and play well. It's not. I'm a Cleveland fan. Most people aren't. Not really a vacation destination. So you might as well try to win the basketball game while you're there. And I think playing well next week gives you the confidence to play well the following week in Cleveland. So we want to kind of build on what we've done here at home. Maybe try to win another road game before the year ends. That'd be cool. And then see what we can do in Cleveland.
Monica Williams had a performance for the record books with 7 steals. What can you tell me about kind of her development, whether on the defensive end or just overall?
Yeah, I mean, her anticipation tonight was fantastic. And again, I tend to think that her preparation has a lot to do with it, understanding what they were trying to do and understanding the right spot to be. And she's always picked up things very quickly, and it's nice to see her be able to translate that into on-court performance, and she was terrific tonight.
One last question for Coach.
Yeah, Coach. In the third quarter, CMU got the lead down to about 5 points. What was kind of said in some of the timeouts during the third quarter that brought you guys back to a double-digit lead and eventually winning the game by 14?
But that's just not, teams go on runs. You just kind of need to settle down. Understand that our defensive performance wasn't good enough for that time period, but that time period is done and over with, and you need to move on to the next time period. And I thought we did a really nice job in the fourth quarter of kind of getting back to our defensive identity and creating some turnovers and limiting, that third quarter. I don't know what they had in the paint, but it felt like a lot. And I thought other than that, we did a nice job of protecting the paint and guarding the paint. And I thought our players responded well to start the fourth quarter to kind of regain that lead and defensively get back to our principles.